Good evening guys, let's solve this question which is on a projection on inclined plane from this CAT paper. The question is: a ball is thrown from the inclined plane at an angle theta from the inclined surface with an initial velocity or initial speed u0. For the resulting projectile motion, after hitting the surface, ball rebounds at the same angle theta but with the reduced speed u0 by beta. Its motion continues for a long time. If the magnitude of average velocity of the ball for entire duration of a motion is u0, then the value of beta is, so let me highlight this given logics. So initial speed is how much? It is u0, and this theta remains same for every bounce. And when it rebounds, the speed is reduced to u0 by beta. And if average velocity of the ball for entire duration is u0, we have to calculate a beta. So that was the question. So draw the diagram already, right? So if average velocity is equal to u0, find a beta, right? So if this angle is alpha and if there is a body over here, sorry, 1 second. So if this body is here, this g will be like downward like this, right? This g will be downward like this if it's put into component. So perpendicular to inclined plane will be g cos alpha, and parallel to inclined plane is g sin alpha. And let's say logic number 1, you know the logic number 1, right? So that is logic number 1 is time period. You know that average velocity formula can be written as the total displacement by total time, right? We need to find out the total time first. So for the first bounce, let me say for the first bounce I have a t1 is equal to, right? The first bounce is, let's say for first one or before hitting it, before bounce, or for first one, this part. For this part, the time is t or t1. This t1 can be written as 2u sine theta by, we can write as a g into cos alpha, right? The same way for t2, this t2 can be written as what? So 2 velocity will become a u0. So let's see, u0 here, u0 by beta into lava sine theta by have a g cos alpha, right? G cos alpha, and this can be written as what? This can be written as a t1 by beta, right? If I have a t3, t3 can be written as what? That can be written as a t1 by beta square, because that velocity will become beta square, right? So therefore I can write this total time as t1 into, like this can be written as a 1 plus 1 by beta plus 1 by beta square plus and so on, right? So this is in a GP now, therefore we can write as a t1 into 1 by 1 minus 1 by beta, right? Good. So we can write like this, therefore this can be written as a t1 beta by beta minus 1. So this is what? This is a total time. So you know average velocity formula, that is total displacement by total time. Now we have to find out that total displacement since we find the total time, right? So now look at the diagram. For a total displacement we have to find a range of each bounce. Let's say for the first one, if I apply this kinematic equation, then we can write this x is equal to, I have a uxt plus half into half into ax into t square. So for the range I can write it, let me say r1, that r1 is equal to, I can write as a u cos theta into, let me say it is a t1 plus half into, I can write as a, this ax can be written as, that is g sin alpha, right? So g sin alpha into, I can write as a what? t1 square. This can be, now I can write this as, for example, if I want to write r2 can be written as what? R2 can be written as, let's say it is u0. So r2 can be written as a u0 by beta cos theta, this t2, now I have to write t2 here, but t2, let me say t2, this t2 can be written as what? t1 by beta. Therefore let me write as a t1 by beta plus, we have half into g into sin alpha. Again I can write as a t2 square here, that can be written as what? t2 square can be written as, I can write as a t1 by beta square, right? So therefore I can write this r2 as u0 cos theta into t1 into, you can write as a 1 by beta square, right? Plus this can be written as a half into g into sin alpha into t1 square into, I can write as a 1 by beta square, right? So that is for r2 and so on like that. So therefore this net range can be written as, or net displacement B can be written as r is equal to, you can take out this u0 cos theta t1 out from this first term, and this can be written as a 1 plus 1 by beta square plus 1 by beta power 4 plus and so on, right? Plus of g sin alpha, you can write it as a t1 square. Again this can also be written as same, like 1 plus 1 by beta square plus and so on, right? Therefore I can write as r is equal to u0 cos theta t1. This can be written as, since it is in a gp, this can be written as a 1 minus 1 by 1 minus 1 by beta square, right? Plus of into g sin alpha into t1 square 1 by 1 minus 1 by beta square, right? Therefore that will be equal to u0 cos theta into t1. This can be written as a beta square by, I can write as a beta square minus 1 plus half into g sin alpha t1 square. This can be written as a 1 by beta square minus 1, sorry, beta square by beta square minus 1, right? So this is what, this is a total displacement or total range. Therefore now we can find out this V average, right? So we have a V average is equal to, or do one thing, one second, you can also take it as a u0 cos theta into, no, one sec. So take out this beta square by beta square minus 1 out, then into t1 also out, then you can write as a u0 cos theta, right, plus of into g sin alpha into, you can write as a t1, right? So that is the net displacement. Therefore you can write as a V average. You can write as a V average is equal to what? V average is equal to this one all, that is beta square by, you can write as a beta square minus 1, one second, you can write as what? Beta square by beta square minus 1 into t1 into, you could say that u0 cos theta plus half into g sin alpha into t1, right, by total time. So total time can be written as this one, that is t1 into beta by lava beta minus 1. So this t1 get cancelled, right? This beta and beta get cancelled. If you write this b square minus 1 as, like, you can also write it as a beta by, if you write this beta plus 1, this beta plus 1 into beta minus 1 रास्ते, beta plus minus 1 beta minus cancel होती है, अलावा beta plus 1, अलावा beta plus 1 into, you have a u0 cos theta plus of into g into sin alpha into t1 can be written as 2u0 sin theta by, you can write as a g cos alpha, we can write as a g cos alpha, right? So this overall will be equal to what? u0. Therefore this u0 get cancelled, this 2 and this 2 also get cancelled, this G and this G also get cancelled, right? Therefore we have a 1 equal to beta by alava beta plus 1 cos theta. Theta is given as what? Theta is given as 53, so cos 53 alava cos 53 degrees plus alava tan alpha, so tan alpha is given as 37, right? 37 into alava sin theta. Sin is again nothing but a sin 53, again it will be nothing but a sin 53, so therefore we can write as a 1 equal to beta by alava beta plus 1 cos 53. Cos 53 is how much? Cos 53 is nothing but a 3 by 4. Cos 53 is a 3 by 5 plus tan 37 is 3 by 4 into the sin 53 is nothing but a 4 by 5, right? So this 4 get cancelled. We can write it as what? Alava 1 equal to beta by beta plus 1 into, you can add the 6 by 5. Therefore we can also write as what? Alava 5 by 6 is equal to beta by beta plus 1, right? Therefore I can write as what? 5 plus 5 beta equal to 6 beta. Therefore we can write as a 5 equal to beta, right? That is the answer for that question. Thank you.